So I saw this post on the r/Deftones subreddit, and it's when someone starts ranking all the Deftones albums, and you know what? I gotta do it. Sorry, Deftones subreddit, but I'm going to be ranking the Deftones albums. And so I have a tier list ready. I have the raw photo of a tier list ready. At least I should. Do I not? Did I save it? I did. Okay. I did save it. So let's get started. We're going to rank all. I'm going to not just do the 10 albums. I'm going to do the B-sides and rarities, and I'm going to do the covers album as well. Because I do like those. So, we're going to rank all the Deftones albums. Now, we're going to go in order of when it released. So the first one we have... Dude, I'm so tired. But we're going to get through it. The first one we got is Adrenaline. And then I'm going to ask my girlfriend to come in here and tell me what she thinks about my ranking. Okay, Adrenaline by Deftones. I need the picture of the album art. Copy image. Okay. Where would I put Adrenaline on this chart? Adrenaline is decent. I think it does definitely have that first album quality. And it's more of the style of theirs that I'm not super keen on, but like I still don't mind it. I like some of the songs. I like Bored. Bored slaps, the first song on the album. That song hits. I like that song. Engine Number 9 is a classic. I do like songs off this album. But like overall, I'm not ranking these based on quality, by the way. I'm ranking them based on my own opinion of what I think of them. Like how much I like them. Adrenaline, I will put it like a B. It's not my go-to. It's not the first one I jump to when I think of Deftones. There's at least like a decent amount of other albums in line, in the queue, waiting for me when I listen to Deftones. Next one is Around the Fur. I think Around the Fur is a nice continuation of Adrenaline while also being like a nice, refreshing, new kind of sound, I guess. But it's the same thing for me where, I like My Own Summer. I like Be Quiet and Drive Far Away. That's the thing. Mascara is good too. So is Around the Fur. I like this album, but I think it's in the same boat as Adrenaline for me, where it's not the first thing I jump to when I think of Deftones. But they're about the same for me. I like them both about equally. I like songs off of them. Don't really jump for joy for the entire album, but they're still good nonetheless. I'm not going to trash on them. They are good albums. The next one is White Pony. Let me get the photo. I like this part where I get to Google the album art and talk about it while I do so. Let me get a smaller picture of White Pony. Damn. White Pony is probably one of the best bangers I've heard from Deftones. I would put White Pony at a solid A. And the more I rank these, the more you're going to see like what I like about Deftones. I would put Deftones at like a solid A. They're pretty good. Or what am I saying? Sorry. White Pony at a solid A. Jesus Christ, not Deftones. I would put White Pony at a solid A. pretty good. I like a lot of the songs on there. It just has such a nice quality to it. I like the lore behind it. Um, Digital Bath, Teenager, Knife Party, Change, Passenger. I love all of these songs. Teenager is one that I've been like really obsessing with lately, and I found out that one was supposed to be a Team Sleep song. How cool is that? So I think that's pretty neat. That they were like demoing a Team Sleep song on one of the most popular Deftones albums of all time. The album after that is where I start to kind of dip into the, I guess it's controversial. I don't know how controversial this opinion is. The self-titled album, Deftones. That's the one I had on my mind when I was misspeaking just a couple minutes ago. The self-titled album. The self-titled, I'm a little not super into. I like Minerva, and that's about pretty much the only song I like on this album. It's just a style that I'm not really super fond of from them. And also, look, I like Chino's vocals. They do not sound super good here. They really don't. Like, they don't sound good that much. And I know there's a lot of lore about like him paralyzing his vocal cord and inflaming the other one and whatnot, but it feels almost more deliberate that he's singing the way that he is. And I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of the style of this album, and I know that this album also almost destroyed their band. Like, I'm pretty sure that album almost destroyed their entire band. So I don't know. I'm just not super into this album, but it's not like a bad album. It's just not like my favorite, if that makes sense. The next album is B-Sides and Rarities. I know this one's not really like an album. It's more like a compilation, but I kind of like this one. It's not like a masterpiece. I would probably put it like down here. But I like the acoustic version of like Change and is it Change or is it Digital Bath? Oh, it's both. Change, Digital Bath. Yeah, I like those. I like the Be Quiet and Drive Away acoustic. The Teenager Idiot version has been stuck in my head. It has been stuck in my fucking head for way too long now. Simple Man is a really good one too. But yeah, Teenager Idiot version has just been on loop, on repeat all day for me. I can hear it when I'm at work. I can hear it right now. Something about the way the guitars sound and the way that Idiot Pilot sings those vocals, it's just so good. I really like it. But I would put it, I don't even know if I would put it that high. I might actually put it a little lower if I'm being super honest here. I might even put it more so down here. Like, it's not like the best thing they've ever made, but I really like the songs on it. It's just not really like the thing you think of when you think of Deftones. Now, this next album, the lore behind it makes me see it in a different light, in a more sad, depressing kind of light, which is so unfortunate because it's like arguably one of their best albums. And that's the next one up. It's Saturday Night Wrist. This is probably like one of their best albums. A lot of people consider it their best album. And I see why. It has really good songs on it. It kind of refines their more modern sound. Um, it's such like a nice departure from the self-titled, and it takes like all of the nice melodic elements from White Pony and kind of expands on them, and also kind of leans more into what they would soon start making, which is more like fantasy like songs, like more spacey, atmospheric, uh, like alt metal rock. It's actually really cool. Um, how good this album is. The sad lore behind it is that they pretty much didn't record a lot of this album in the same room together. They recorded I don't even know what I'm doing with my hair right now, by the way. They recorded a lot of it in their own homes or like in separate studios, and then would just email the tracks to each other or to the producer. So kind of sad, the lore behind it. It's because they were going through a rough patch as a band, and then there's a lot of like backstory of what happens after this album comes out. They were working on an album called Eros, and then just one of their band members, the bassist Chi, got into a car accident, went into a coma, sustained pretty heavy brain injuries, and then a few years later died. So that completely like killed their work on that next album. And I guess they ended up just starting fresh on a new album to replace that one. And that would be their next album, Diamond Eyes. It's such a depressing time for this band, dude. Like, it's just so depressing. Let me get this album art going, dog. So, Diamond Eyes, I don't know how I should judge this one, because I'm not doing this for White Pony, although I feel like if I did this for White Pony, the ranking would actually go way down. I'm not including the deluxe of White Pony, because if I did, it would be like C or D tier. I'm gonna consider the deluxe for Diamond Eyes, the valid version of Diamond Eyes, the one with the 14 tracks. I feel like it's just such a nice album, and for me, it's one of my favorites. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it. Let me look at the rest of the albums I have left to review. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put it like right here in the S tier in second place. I love this album. I really do. Starts out strong, continues strong. I mean, my God. And the 14 song deluxe version, like I guess all of the songs on here are separate from the other deluxe one and the main one, so like all the listen counts are really low. But like, I don't know, this album stays strong throughout the whole thing. In the original record, I think This Place's Death is such a good finale song. 976 Evil, we were listening to it in the car, and I said, I feel like this song is a phone number. Like it's titled after a phone number, and I was right. It is. It's a reference to something else, but it is indeed based on an old phone number, because phone numbers used to not have area codes like that. But all of these songs are just so good. There's like one or two that I can't hear in my head when I look at the names, but the rest of them, I know exactly what they sound like. And this album is just so good. I mean, it's literally in my top 3 of the band, so that should tell you what I think about it. The next one is the Covers album. I think some of the covers on here are decent. Let me pull it up. I think some of the covers on here are decent. Um, like I like Drive. I do actually like their cover of Drive. But like some of these I could do without, and some of them are also re-releases. Like Simple Man is a re-release. I don't know. It's just like it's a whatever. It's like a throwaway. I put it with the B-sides. Kind of just a throwaway album. They shouldn't have re-released all of the old covers. They should have made all new ones. You know what I mean? God, dude, my hair is really fucking pissing me off today. Look at how it's like struggling to part in the middle. You see that crap? Isn't that ridiculous? I'm gonna shave my head. Mark my fucking words. Alright, the next one is Koi no Yoken. This is the most goated album they've ever released, ever, and I will stand by that until they release something better. Sorry, I don't make the rules. But this is my favorite album of theirs, by far. I just cannot get over how good this album is. I have it on vinyl. I have it on vinyl. I want the CD. I want the CD rips. Entombed lives inside my bloodstream. Rosemary is probably my favorite song from them. Entombed also has special meaning with me and my girlfriend. That album is so good. It's so good. Yeah, that's what I got to say about that. I literally don't know what else to say. It's just so good. I like every single song on here. I'm looking at the track list. I like every single song on here. All of them. And then we move right on to Gore. I gotta be honest, folks. I gotta be honest, folks. Gore is meh. Now, don't take my ranking here the wrong way. By no means does this mean it's a bad album. I just don't particularly care to listen to it. I feel like they were going for something there and it just didn't work. There's some good songs on it. I really like the wow 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 wow. And people think like, oh, you only like the TikTok part of the beginning of the song. No, bitch. I like the whole damn song. The whole damn thing. I know a lot of people who hear that first part and they go, ooh, and then they hear that second part, aka the rest of the song, and they go, ooh. I like the whole damn thing. I like the whole thing. Is it a little bit of a slower, more boring song? Yeah. Is it a good song though? Yes. I like it. Doomed User is also a good song. It reminds me of Engine Number 9. In a lot of ways. It is kind of structured that way. Xenon is fine. Hearts and Wires is pretty decent. But the rest of the songs I can do without. I can go without those. Phantom Bride is okay. I don't know. I can do without the other songs. Overall, not like my favorite album. Not really an album I want to listen to very much. Which, based on where it's sitting and what I've said about the others, I don't really listen to this one all that much. I mostly listen to the ones above it. The next one is Ohms. Ohms is fine. It's a little underrated. It's a little underrated. I would put it right next to Around the Fur. I'd put it right here. I like some songs off of there. I was a little harsh towards it in my private music review, but I've re-listened to it a few times. This Link is Dead. The Spell of Mathematics. Ooh, that probably the best song on there. Genesis is great. Ceremony is great. Radiant City is good. The song Ohms, pretty good. This album is pretty underrated. The sound they were going for was a little like harping a little bit more on their old stuff. It just didn't really stick the landing I think most people expected it to. But it's a decent album. It doesn't deserve to be any lower than Gore, I'll say that. But it also doesn't deserve to be lower than the self-titled. It's still a pretty damn good album. Seriously, dude, my hair is nuts. Let's move on to the final album. And to no one's surprise, is going to be ranked pretty high. Because it's just nothing but bangers. I think people that dislike certain songs on here are faking it. Because even Anthony Fantano likes pretty much all the songs on here. He just has some notes for some of them. But even then, he gave it a higher score than Ohms. Private Music has consistently good tracks on it. And is such a creative album. And such a breath of fresh air for them. It's just, I don't know, I just really like it. Like, all the songs on there I like. Funny enough, the only thing that I'm a little like about is the cover, the album cover. But even then, like, I get it. It's just like not something I'm used to from them. But yeah, consistently good album. The only song on the entire album that I don't really enjoy listening to is Cut Hands. And that's it. So that's what I gotta say about these albums. That's my album ranking. Here you go. Here's the final look of my album ranking. Nothing below a D, to be honest. I'm not just outright saying there are bad albums from Deftones. I'm just saying that there are some that I don't really like and some that I do. And that's my ranking. I don't know what to tell you. That's my ranking. I feel like that's pretty inoffensive, considering some of the other ones I've seen. Oof. Some of them put Saturday Night Wrist pretty low on the poll. That's a crime. That's a crime.
No introduction needed. I got elite ball knowledge, and I'm about to cook. Actually, don't know. I'm thinking. Can you just like stand so I can look at you? Oh. Okay, let's see what you got here. Okay, S tier. Makes sense. Checks out for you. How close do I have to be to this thing? Whoa, whoa. Anyways. Yeah, I'm leaving private music up here. And I'm leaving Diamond Eyes up here. But I'm gonna move. Oh. It's one! Let me judge your. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm debating. You put is that the covers one? The covers and then the B-side and covers in the same one. I would have just left it be the B-side one. Huh? Oh. Okay. Alright, mucus my throat. Yeah, I'm leaving private music up there and Diamond Eyes. And that's literally it for my S tier. Because then I'd move. Mm, and this is hard. Because honestly, I like all of them. Except for Gore. But hold on, because Gore's not bad, but it's not as good. Like, why is self-titled way better than Gore? Yeah, honestly. Yeah, no, I would keep. Honestly, I would put Gore and. I was gonna say put self-titled there too, but I honestly think it's a little underrated for what it is. Would you agree? No, I'm saying self-titled being C, I would leave it. I was gonna originally say I could put Gore and self-titled in D, but I honestly kind of like self-titled a little more than the average person. I think I'm gonna move Around the Fur to A and Adrenaline also to A, and I'm gonna move White Pony to B. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I like White Pony, but I like the other ones way better. I know. Arrest me. I like their the 90s styled harder stuff way better. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised that you're.
Yeah. So what am I at now? Oh, I haven't done Saturday Night Wrist and Koi.
Yeah.
I honestly will leave the covers and the B-side. Oh, covers. I think I want to leave covers in C, and I like the B-sides, so I'm going to put them in B. Because I like the B-side better. Covers are fine, but I'm not a fan of covers, so I don't really care about covers. Yeah, like the B-side songs are better. B-side will go to B. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. They're gonna be either A or B, to be honest. My S tier is already set in stone. Just those two. Um, I'll put Koi in A and Saturday Night Wrist in B. Because honestly, anything in the A and B tier, I have about half or at least a little over half of the album liked. The other half is it's fine. It's whatever.
Go from S to D, and I'm gonna draw an arrow of where you would move everything.
Okay.
That'll be how we visualize it. So let me get white, I guess, or I'll do red. So Koi is going to A.
Yeah.
Might be too thick of a line. Just do 7. Okay. This. Okay, Koi goes to A.
Yeah.
Where's White Pony going? B.
White Pony.
B. Okay.
And then those three go to.
These 3?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you are a bigger Ohms fan than I thought. Okay, so these go to A.
Saturday Night Wrist goes.
Saturday Night Wrist goes to B. These stay, right?
Yes. Those are staying.
Okay. Self-titled stays. Right.
I'm fucking up. Yeah.
Would you say goes in S? Just these two?
Just literally just those two. I think those are objectively their best albums ever.
I think you moved this down, right?
It was either that B-sides went to B. Oh yeah, it was B-sides went to B and covers stayed to C.
So this is going to B.
No. Leave it in C now and then move covers down. I don't. I'm not fucking.
That's fine. So
That's
this
it.
is accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. At least you have a more fleshed out A category.
I'm pretty consistent.
Yeah. And go ahead and elaborate on what your elite ball knowledge was again, your origin.
The moment I was born, from the day that I was born, I've known every single Deftones song. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. All right, thank you for your service, soldier. Wow. Thank you
Deftones, sir.
All right. Thanks. That was my girlfriend's ranking. If you're wondering, yes, she has been listening to Deftones since birth because her dad is an OG Deftones fan. So he literally used to sing Deftones songs to her to go to sleep.